a question that we've had coming up here recently that we just thought we'd jump on here and address pretty quick. So the idea of Roth, not the idea, but the new rule with Roth catch-up contributions, and like some people noticing, hey, I'm over 50, or I'm doing the catch-up through work, my retirement plan, and now they're saying all of a sudden my catch-up has to go into the Roth account. So Lee, kind of catch us up on why people maybe that, were caught off guard with that, and what changed.
Well, it's not everyone. I think it is tied to income. So I think if you make $150,000 or more, any catch-up provision or any catch-up contribution, which you can make beginning at age 50, the new tax law says that any catch-up contribution must go into a Roth, meaning that it's after tax. I don't know why. That was part of the. Again, it's one of those where there was, I'm sure, negotiation. Somebody wanted it, somebody didn't.
Right.
So they met somewhere in the middle and said, okay, we're going to allow it, but it's going to be after tax. So that began last year. Yeah. Where anybody making over $150,000 doing the catch-up contribution, all catch-up contributions must go into.
I think that started
Roth
this year,
portion.
January 1st.
That's what I meant.
It was last year's income that
Yes.
determined.
Yes.
And so the catch-up for 50 and over, is $8,000, and then there's the newer, kind of super catch-up between 60 and 63, which is $11,250.
Correct.
For 2026.
Yes.
And they say the $150,000 will be indexed for inflation, so that'll probably go up every year. A little bit, as do sometimes the catch-up contributions periodically. Are adjusted. So
it's not the end of the world.
Actually, I do like money going into Roth, forcing money going into Roth.
Yes.
I will say, going back to 20 years ago, how much we can contribute now versus then is amazing.
Yes.
I'm hearing these numbers now. We can, if you're in that sweet spot, 60 to 63. I mean, now you're close to 40,000 that you could put away. Not quite, but it's amazing. It's a lot to put away. The fact that they're forcing to put money into Roth.
But it's something to be aware of, because if you think, okay, if you have two spouses, let's say you have, both people working, making really
well, not two. If you have two spouses, he means like if it's
we believe in one spouse.
You have one spouse, but two together.
Biblical marriage is but no, so if you have both spouses working and making a good income, and all of a sudden, and maybe they're maxing out full catch up, they're in that 60 to 63 window. That's $22,500 of income that you maybe thought was going to be deferred, and now it's not.
Mm-hmm. And it could be a
taxable
issue.
And if you're in a 40% bracket, I mean, that's a $8,000 tax swing. So it's something to be aware of, because you might get to the end of the year and be like, man, I just feel like I owe more than I was expecting. So again, doesn't affect everybody. Definitely can have a meaningful effect, for those that are impacted. So it's something to be aware of, and just not be caught off guard when we, get to the
end of the year.
And I have not researched this, but I don't know if some of these tax laws, they sunset. I don't know if this is one that is.
Some of them did, some of them didn't.
I don't know about this particular one.
Right. That'll be interesting to see if this is here for an indefinite period
3
of time.
years.
Right.
All thoughts and opinions shared in this recording belong to the participants. This podcast is meant to inform and educate, and should not be seen as solicitation or endorsement for business. The hosts of the Market Moment podcast are employees of Mach 1 Financial Group, LLC.